Hey everyone, it's Tracy, of course. I thought I would share this little ditty that happened to me yesterday. There is a new nutrition food type bar that started up recently, and I had been watching them on Facebook in my local group. And I thought, I'm going to try them out because they seem to understand nutrition, at least from what I was seeing, and it looked like they were going to be having some really fun shakes and other things that were really interesting. And I thought, I'm going to give them a try and maybe work with a local business. And I'm having a retreat coming up next month. And so I thought, this would be a good opportunity to network with some new people, new businesses. So so I went in and they had a really cool concept. They had like this tea or coffee that you get at the beginning. Like you get two drinks. One is tea, coffee, and then one is like a meal replacement shake, which I didn't realize that's what it was supposed to be, but until I started asking a million questions. But I also noticed that the shakes were made from a popular brand of health food shakes, and I didn't realize that was what it was when I walked in. And so I thought, well, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I was like furiously looking up the ingredients on the internet while she was making my shake. It was a protein shake, and so I got it and drank the tea, which was fine, and it was great, and it actually liked that quite a bit. However, I started drinking this protein shake, and I was like, it tastes like a powdered drink. I mean, it doesn't taste very good anyway. I've been used to doing real food shakes once in a while anyway, and I don't do them very often, but every once in a while it's just nice to have like a shake, but I use real food. So for me, when I was drinking this, I could tell it was a powdered thing. Well, then I took a couple sips and I was like, okay. And so I was drinking it slowly. Well, when I got home, my stomach started to turn and it started to hurt really, really bad. And so I started doing a deeper dive into the ingredient list, and I had this long conversation with the gal at this place, and I said, I'm sugar free. What are the ingredients? She said, well, these are practically sugar free. The only reason that they're not, we don't list them as sugar free is because some of the toppings, like the sprinkles or the cookie crumbles or whatever, aren't sugar free, and so we can't do that. And I said, okay, that makes sense. So I said, all right, well, you guys, this is where you have to really just be your own detective, because I got home, my stomach was hurting so bad, and so I started doing the research, or started looking up online, and second ingredient after soy was fructose. So sugar-free my backside. Totally not sugar-free. Third or fourth ingredient was wheat, totally not gluten-free, which is what I need to be for health reasons, not because of keto. I have other issues with gluten. And so the fourth thing was gluten, and it basically gluten bombed me. Fortunately, because I wasn't drinking much of it, I was able to not have a massive reaction, but still it made my stomach yuck for the rest of the night. But here's the funny thing is that I saved it for my son, who is, he's a teenager, and so he doesn't have strict rules around eating. And I gave it to him, and he took a couple steps, and he's like, this is vile. I don't even understand why you got this. And I'm like, I was just trying to partner with a business, and I was trying to be, hoping that my horizons were expanded, and that just totally didn't happen. So just be careful when I was having a conversation with my daughter about it, and she's like, I can't trust them. She's also gluten-free, and she's like, I can't trust pretty much 99.9% of the places out there, because they don't take into consideration, they don't take the seriousness of some of our insensitivity or our sensitivities, but also just like the whole sugar-free idea. People don't understand what sugar-free means or where all the sugars are hidden. So we have to be really, really careful and be our own detectives, preferably before we put it into our bodies so we don't end up feeling like crap afterwards. So that's, even after all of this time, I still have mistakes and I still run into things that I try to take a shortcut, and sometimes it just is not worth it. So I just thought I'd share and give you guys some encouragement to continue to read those labels. Make sure that you, even though it says sugar-free or even though someone tells you it is, do your work, do your due diligence, because otherwise you may find it to be unwanted and unwelcome surprise. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night. I am coming up with some new stuff for next week, so stay tuned, and we'll talk to you then. See ya.